Chile fought hard against the Netherlands. Neymar made doubly sure Cameroon stayed down. And Mexico scored 3 goals in 10 minutes. 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil Daily Highlights tonight at 8 on Pearl.
好多人淨係諗住院保障，從來都冇諗過出院後嘅使費隨時喺預料之外。治療過程漫長，想完全康復，使費仲可能有排計。喺 X 安城，我哋嘅醫療計劃除咗住院治療保障外，連出院後嘅門診、物理治療、家居看護服務等都為你照顧周到，令你安心專注康復，投入健康生活。成功投保安城安心醫療計劃，有機會獲贈健康獎賞。快啲同你嘅理財顧問傾下啦 ！X 安城引領新標準。
Exercise helps me slim down, but I'd rather enjoy life. This is the French philosophy of beauty.
Originating from France, Onobil Top Slim contains natural extracts of green tea and guarana. It helps you to burn fat and slim down. Now flourish your slender figure like the French.
Enjoy life, enjoy beauty. Top Slim. Onobil.
Why this watch? This watch has witnessed the epic, the world's most famous fortnight, and a century of traditions unchanged. It's heard the hush of the crowd, the whip of the maestro. On the lawn of the court's center stage, it doesn't just tell time, it tells history.
Beauty found in the smallest details. The expectation of extraordinary. Vision for what is yet to come. These are the hallmarks of superior instinct. And wherever it leads, perfection follows. The new Audi A8L. A statement ahead of its time.
Welcome back. A top nursing union has stepped up calls for the government to address what it calls a staff shortage at public hospitals. Vicky Kung has more.
International standards recommend that hospitals keep their nurse-to-patient ratio at about 1:6. But in an open letter to Chief Executive Leung Chun-ying and Secretary for Food and Health Ko-ing Man, the Association of Hong Kong Nursing Staff pointed out that the nurse-to-patient ratio at public hospitals has remained at 1:11 in the past decade. The group also says about half of the wards are not supervised by senior nurses at all times. According to the association, the reason is a shortage of frontline staff. And that's despite a lower turnover rate now compared with 10 years ago. The legislator representing health services, Joseph Lee, explains that the public medical sector has expanded in recent years, and that has resulted in manpower spread thin at hospitals. The association is calling for a review of the salary adjustment mechanism for nurses as well as better job benefits. In response, the hospital authority says it's concerned about the heavy workload facing nurses, but that it will not set a fixed nurse-to-patient ratio. The authority also says it plans to hire about 2,000 nurses this year as part of efforts to fight the problem. Vicky Kung, TVB News.
Police have arrested 20 people suspected of swindling more than $17 million from a number of banks and financial institutions. It's believed the suspects made use of fake identifications and documents to open accounts in the banks and financial institutions. They then took out loans or applied for credit cards to buy gaming chips in Macau casinos.
The LegCo president says tight security measures will once again be in place this Friday when the Finance Committee examines a government funding request on the Northeast New Territories Development Project. But as Evelina Lung reports, the restrictions placed on lawmakers' assistance will be lifted.
Those who are against the Northeast New Territories proposal are planning yet another protest this Friday. Today, LegCo President Zhang Yoxing said strict security measures will again be implemented.
The measures taken last Friday were effectively prevented storming of the LegCo complex rather than trying to stop it after it had happened. We believe that the space directly in front of the public entrance 1 should remain closed because we do not have the facilities nor the necessary personnel to maintain order and safety if we have a large number of people gathered in that space.
Zhang said these security measures will continue to be in place until the LegCo Commission considers there is no risk of anyone storming the building. However, he said lawmakers' assistants will be allowed to move around the building freely following a risk assessment. Some of the assistants complained that a move to limit their access last Friday affected their work. Evelyn Lang, TVB News.
The MTR Corporation today presented its plans for protecting historical discoveries at the worksite of the future To Kwa Wan station of the Sha Tin to Central Rail Link. As Ronnie Samtani reports, the railway company will start building a protection wall tomorrow around a square-shaped well.
5 stone wells were unearthed during an archaeological excavation survey at the worksite of the future To Kwa Wan station. But only the square-shaped well dating back to the Song dynasty 1,000 years ago will be preserved in situ. During a meeting with the Antiquities Advisory Board today, the MTR Corporation explained its protection plans for the archaeological features and cultural relics in the T1 area. Vilko Wong, general manager of the Sha Tin to Central Link project, proposed 6 options. In the end, the 6th option was considered to be the most desirable. For this method, the MTR Corporation will install 12-meter-long sheet piles south of the existing board pile wall to provide the protection wall. Wong noted that they would use a Geiken-silent piler method which would have minimal impact on the surrounding areas in terms of vibrations and ground movement. The only issue is that the protection wall would create a buffer area of only 1.8 meters. To protect the well during construction works, it will be filled up with sand to prevent distortion. Sandbags will also be placed around the well as a protective measure during the installation of the sheet piles. MTR concluded that because the rainy season has already begun, a protection plan needs to be put in place immediately. It said installation works on option 6 will commence tomorrow. Ronnie Samtani, TVB News.
All right, Chris, on to you in World Cup action.
You got it, thanks. Mexico beat Croatia to advance to the last 16 of the World Cup, and Alan Booknia has the highlights.
Only one of these teams would make it to the round of 16. After a goalless first half, the match came to life. Rafael Marquez gave Mexico the lead in the 72nd minute. Andres Guardado doubled the advantage shortly afterwards. And Javier Hernandez put this one beyond doubt here. Croatia's Ivan Perisic scored a late consolation, but Mexico came away 3-1 winners to finish second in Group A. Brazil topped the group after Neymar put on a show against Cameroon. He scored twice in the first half, giving his team a 2-1 lead going into the locker room. Fred and Fernandinho added second-half goals for the hosts. 4-1 the final score. Brazil finished ahead of Mexico in the group on goal difference. The Mexicans will face the Netherlands in the round of 16. The Dutch stayed perfect in Group B with a win over Chile. Substitutes Leroy Fer and Memphis Depay scored second-half goals in this 2-0 victory. Chile finished second in Group B and will face Brazil in another last-of-16 showdown. Defending champs Spain salvaged some pride when they beat Australia. David Villa, Fernando Torres, and Juan Mata scored for their country. This one ended 3-0. Both teams had already been eliminated going into their last group match. Alan Booknia, TVB News.
Novak Djokovic and Li Na were among the first-round winners at Wimbledon. The men's #1 seed easily defeated his opponent from Kazakhstan in straight sets. Defending champion Andy Murray got off to a smooth start as well. He beat Belgium's David Goffin also in straight sets. In the women's draw, second-seeded Li of China advanced with a 7-5, 6-2 win over Polakania of Poland.
And that's our news.
Good night.
What if I were to deliver to you a terrorist?
I'd say delivering criminals to me is your job.
You got me.
A bomb is going to go off.
I speak only with Elizabeth Keane.
Part of me thinks that you're manipulating this whole thing.
This should be fun.
Both know it's time for you to protect yourself.
There's your next target.
That's my girl.
Are you my father?
Initiate full facility lockdown.
Ready to buckle up?
It's got a list.
Let's call it the Blacklist. That sounds exciting.
SEMA presents The Blacklist, premieres Tuesday, July 8th on Pearl.
一段健康嘅關係，每日都要花心思維繫㗎。今朝仲對我咁好，轉個頭就唔理我。我係你個心嚟㗎。對個心好係要日日 keep 住食得健康。龜格燕麥有唔同花款，燕麥有助降低膽固醇，令你個心由朝到晚都咁冧。龜格多花款，你嘅每天健康專家。
Wharf TNT, what's it good at?
Cloud.
Cloud computing?
Cloud solutions for enterprises, serving all kinds of business customers.
Isn't it ICT? It's much more than a telco.
等運到，點解唔行出第一步？食二極，自在啲，投入每個場合。Get fresh, get close，二到極。揭開罐蓋，有機會贏翻架全新第三代 Mini Cooper。
Sun Life Financial presents The Weather Report is brought to you by Sun Life Financial.
Good evening. The weather was mainly cloudy with showers and a few thunderstorms. And as tonight's situation chart shows, a trough of low pressure continues to bring unsettled weather to the coastal areas of Guangdong. Up to 5 p.m., temperatures range from 26.1 to 30.3 degrees, and the relative humidity was between 77 and 98%. Light to moderate southerly winds. The current temperature is now 29 degrees Celsius, with the relative humidity standing at 85%. 41.1 millimeters of rainfall has been recorded since midnight. So, Freddie, how's the weather tomorrow? It will be cloudy with showers, a few thunderstorms tomorrow morning, sunny intervals in the afternoon. Temperatures will range between 26 and 31 degrees. It will be hot in the next few days. Tomorrow's air quality health index is forecast at low to moderate. The maximum UV index forecast for tomorrow will be about 9. And here's the latest global weather update. Showers in Shanghai, rain in Taipei. Thunderstorms in Guangzhou. Thunderstorms in Beijing, cloudy in Seoul. Thunderstorms in Bangkok and Manila. Bright in Kuala Lumpur. Thunderstorms in New Delhi and Mumbai. Sunny in Cairo. Sunny in Brisbane. Cloudy in Toronto. Cloudy in Vancouver and San Francisco. Bright in Brasilia. Cloudy in Paris and Frankfurt. And that's the weather. Have a lovely evening.
It was brought to you by Sun Life Financial. Life's brighter under the sun. No bicycle necessary. Take your own Tour de France, focusing on the animals that call it home. And the people who spend their lives helping them live there. Or even try to prevent them from becoming extinct. Tonight, Wild France, at 9:35 on Pearl. Earth Live was co-sponsored by Peonia Diamond. Up shortly on Pearl, stay with us for 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil. Daily highlights. They are on the verge of extinction.
It's a really sad thing to see.
They are the treasures of nature we cannot afford to lose.
Now people are choosing to eat them just as a delicacy. That just makes no sense.
Loving Nature, starting tonight with Meet the Monkeys at 8:30 p.m. on Pearl. It's guys.
Okay, girls, show me your stuff because I am the one to beat.
Versus girls.
Sexuality and sensuality is very, very important.
But when it comes down to it, who's got what it takes?
This photo shoot is going to help us decide who will be part of the final 16.
All right, I got this. Immediately, my heart sinks. I just have never done anything like this.
Sunday, America's Next Top Model, Guys and Girls, at 8:30 on Pearl.
Why are we so good at Japanese?
Because we are students of Nikkei.
Nikkei's Japanese summer course is taught by professional teachers, combined with exciting cultural activities. If you want to have a very Japanese summer, hurry and sign up for Nikkei's Japanese summer course.
喺網上睇到份工，或者個銀行戶口俾間公司用就有糧出。
有冇去見工啊？
梗係冇啦。
我見嗰份工要開工前交錢登記同上堂，
即走啦。
梗係啦。